Other is the attaché, correct, for the study mission here in Hong Kong. Most of us do not know what it is. So maybe if he can explain a little bit what study mission is, and so that we will know why it is so important that he's here with us today. Is also a very special day because we have practically a representative from Pope Leo in many ways. So it's a great opportunity to be for you. Father, can you explain a little bit the work that you do?
I'm now ashamed. Really walk. Thank you, brother. Dennis, once more, thank you for inviting me. Yes, just like he said, we are here and we have our office in Kowloon. Our office is called Study Mission here in Hong Kong. But actually, it is the equivalent of what we call nunciature in other places. What is a nunciature? Very simple. It's like the embassy of the Vatican in every country. So in the Philippines, we have a very big one. I know where it is in after Avenue. I've been there. So yeah, reach out to all Christ faithful everywhere in the world through his representatives. And in every country, we are like at least 2 representatives representing the Holy Father, so that there is a direct communication between the Holy Father and each country or the faithful Saturday. For instance, he wants to send a message to the people of Hong Kong, Macau, or mainland China, because we work for these 3 places. Then he has to do it through us, through our office. And then if somebody wants to tell the Holy Father that Brother Dennis is a very wonderful brother, he can do that through me by sending me a letter, and then I will send it to the Holy Father to tell him. Of course, I only receive good news. If you have bad things to say, don't come to me because I'm not.
The first step is to go to the Small Claims Tribunal website, which is your identity. The main form is what we call Form 2 in the Small Claims Tribunal, and that's where you would put in the amount of money that you claim. This bit you have to do in person, I'll do it online, and you pay the filing fee, which I think is about $100. The Small Claims Tribunal has served the other side, so scenario B has received the documents, which you know is a hearing date. Or if you are going to borrow money, it's smart.
No any transaction.
And don't lend more than you can afford to lose. So I think one of my very first slides was, if you're lending money, don't expect to get it back. So don't lend any more than you can afford to lose. And the other thing that you would like to, that I recommend you do, and this is going back to if and when you have to make a claim, is that you talk about all the details. You have to make clear who is the borrower, and you can try and get it in writing. Now, what does that mean in today's pitch? For example, if you've lent me $1,000, you might have deposited it in her bank account. You'll have a little deposit slip. Who has borrowed the money from the loan provider? That's these commercial lenders. Harassing your employer or the family members or other people, then indeed you may end up.
Teaches women Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and self-defense.
Wow.
Next time. She loves watching how women's confidence in enjoyment of their bodies completely evolves through the practice of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
City, with the work that you do and opportunities that you create for everyone, and it is a real honor to be here to be able to support. I also really love talking about feelings. It's really interesting to me that some people don't feel comfortable, some people don't know how, and whereas me, I can't help it. I always love talking about feelings, and I feel very privileged. I'm a new mum, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, and professionally, obviously, talk therapist. Okay, so this is the friggin' bad. What I want you to talk to and the person next to you. What does good mental health mean to you? And social well-being. So some people say, oh, you've got really, really good mental health, really good. But if you're not, if you don't have like healthy relationships in your life, right, and have a community or even one or two friends who support you, it's like, well, I don't know if you really have good mental health or if you're just like being by yourself and like kind of pushing it. So when someone comes into the clinic to see me and they say, oh, I'm feeling really depressed, I'm feeling really sad, and one of the things that I look at is their level of functioning. How well are they functioning in terms of occupation, right? And let's remember, I know it's hard because we live in Hong Kong and work is life, but work is not the only thing that we live for. So, mental health red flags. If I use the term red flags, do you know what that means? If I said like, don't date him, he has red flags, but we know what that means? Not so much. Okay. Warning signs. Thank you, much better. So what are your warning signs where you know, oh, okay, these are 3 key things you can look out for. Obviously, mood and emotions. If you're continually feeling sad, irritable, and I think that's an interesting one because we live in Hong Kong, which is a very high thing about is like mental health as a continuum, okay? So I know at the beginning I said mental health being good or mental health being bad, but the same way about like being physically fit. Who here likes to do exercise? Put up your hand. Joy, thank you. Okay, so common mental health conditions. Okay, can you guys, I already had the lovely lady at the front say depression. Right, so we're familiar with social anxiety and specific phobias. So specific phobias like scared of heights. Anybody? No? Scared of heights? Yes. Right. And I'm scared of just big social events. And anxiety and depression are mood disorders. Okay? And these are the most common disorders that I see. Anxiety is an excessive amount of worry, right? And it's not necessarily about the symptoms. And the way that I divide those up. Mood disorders, when people experience a mood disorder, they think the problem is them. Oh my God, I'm so terrible, I'm so worried, I'm so terrible. And then of course the emotion is very intense and it's like, oh, personality disorders, you know what, it never goes my way, nothing ever happens for me, it's their fault, I don't know why they're like this. But the common pattern is the person, but everyone else is the problem, right? And we also have a big family of personality disorders, but they're much harder to diagnose. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, yeah, so how do we measure mental health? Let's say after today, you're like, you know what? I think I've decided I want to take care of my mental health. I want to learn more about me and what's happening with the thoughts and the emotions upstairs. So it's our ability to learn and grow from experiences. But on a professional level, something that I really notice as a strength and a protective factor is curiosity. The more curious we can be, like, why did you treat me that way? Like, what's going on there? And instead of being like reacting and being like, why were you like this? It's like, okay, like why did that happen? Like, how did I contribute to that? what's going on with her, and allowing more questions and reflection allow us to grow from an experience, so next time, perhaps it doesn't impact us on an emotional level in such a difficult way, right? Ability to change and deal with sadness, and it was supposed to go on that like a river journey, but like river journey like this, not like river journey Beijing River. Okay. The reason why I love working with children and young people, because actually we see symptoms and signs of mental health conditions in most people before the ages of 14. And then a family member passes away. Sadness, not depression. A relationship ends. Sadness, not depression. Right? So grief isn't a mental health issue. Grief is, again, appropriate emotional reaction to the problem. Mental health concerns. So we're looking for, if you've been sad for more than 2 weeks, finding it hard to get out of bed, changes in sleep.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.